Why did the scientist take out her doorbell? She wanted to win the... I pressed the wrong thing by mistake. She wanted to win the Nobel Prize. Hey, I'm Kovar, and today I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, whoops. I have that in the wrong place. I was messing with some stuff and I didn't do it all right, and I'm using a different everything. There we go. Okay. And you can hear the game? Looks like the game's audio is working. Good. Completely redid all my audio setup today. And completely redid a lot of my automations. Lord Harshafant is concerned for Lord Francel's well-being. This is what I need to do, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I forgot what voice I did for this one before. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Hello, Eros 8. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. I wish I remember. Although, as I recall, I was told that the voice I was doing for him last time was wrong anyway. So, search for Francel. Such a good friend. Good to know. Well, not necessarily to me yet. Where am I looking? Oops. That is Omega North. Okay. Probably because you keep watching it. That's how YouTube goes. Can I get up and around that? Let's see. Yeah, looks like there's a path this way that I might be able to use. Maybe, if I'm looking at the map right. Which I might not be. I might need to go around the other side. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. Okay. Fine, I'll go the long way. Oh, wait a minute. Am I stupid? Is this going to work? Once again, my navigation skills are my navigation skills. This has been a recurring problem. Come on, gang, give me some music. Okay, sure. That music will do. So I guess I have to go through town to get out to the north. But do I have to go probably up? No. Yeah, this might work. No, that's dead end. Unless I can go through. Not the other side. Maybe. No, this is... I can't even go in there. Okay. I feel like I've got to be missing something. Oh, is it as simple as just take this exit here? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. We can do it now. Long as I've been playing this game, which is reasonably long at this point. I'm still a major noob. Major noob. Nope. It's not appropriate to salute wearing a hat. Maybe it's appropriate for that kind of a salute, though. I don't know. Okay, I see some icy Sprite. I do like Sprite. Unnerved Knight. Hello. So fast. So strong. We were no match. Okay. What happened here? Unsettled Knight. It's not safe here. We must flee. And then last but not least... Oh, there's Francel. I was looking for you. Who goes there? Kovar! No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Fiend time! Grand Avis. I can do this all on my own. Actually, this is not a hard enemy at all. This is what took y'all out? Come on. Come on, that was super easy. Oh, there's... Now we get to talk to these other knights. Unfit Knight. That's not the same as unsettled. Confound it all! How are we to redeem House Helena if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Helena will remember your kindness. I know I'm built different, but surely not that different that it's super easy. I would expect, like, they all struggled and failed miserably, and I struggled and succeeded, rather than I did it in, like, 5 seconds with no effort. I heard the beast's cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, sir, bless you! Last but not least, Unnerved Knight. Unnerved, unsettled, and unfit. Unnerved, unsettled, and unfit. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. Beset, befuddled, and bereft. That's what I'd be if Seymour left. Okay, Francel, I got everyone. Aiding. All done. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Helena that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. And we have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Was this the one I was doing a French accent I was told not to? I don't remember. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. I don't know, I just guess voices until the game gives me a canon voice, and if I guess something completely different from before, whatever. That's the joy of not playing this every week. Well, we got someone with balloons. Not really looking for you, but okay. I'm looking for a chocobo. I'm looking for a place where sailors like to hang out. Most characters have British accents in Heavensward and beyond. Okay. That's a shame. I like variety of accents, and I especially like when French characters... Obviously, French characters have French accents. Wait a minute. Am I stupid? I looked on the right side of the building because that's where it is, on where the check mark is. But the door's on the left side. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there's a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at the Skyfire Locks not long ago, Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and, by association, yours. Okay. That's why they call me the Name Clearer. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So, it was found in a locked chest, labelled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Querthus, so we may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Okay, speak with Rickman. Okay, and this time we're going south. Let's see if I get lost again. I shouldn't. This is a straight shot. No room for error here. We just go. We go, and we hope. And we'll find Rickman. I hope that E is silent. I don't want to pronounce it Ricky-man. Ricky-man! Ricky-man! Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a building here. Rickman. You must be Rickman. Someone tampering with shipments? Furies strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a householding our man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them what were the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Yeah? Could it have been the fellows what were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them, as if they'd ever turn their cloaks. I reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Front this eve. Might consider having a word with them. Alright, and then we go back north. And I'm not going to spend money on this. I'm just going to take the time. It's not a terribly long Choco ride. See, on Wednesday I'm going to be playing FF7 Rebirth. And in that game, in all the open world traversal, there's music the whole time. I'm excited to get more of that game in and explore the grasslands area, even though I actually know my way around it pretty well. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Island shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Okay. I'll search your parcels. I found a draconian rosary. Just the middle one. I found another one. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Appreciate. Should be appreciate. But that's impossible. Once the night at White Brim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will, Lord Alshafant. I will not be held accountable for this. I believe him. I believe him. Something is afoot. Something is amiss. But I don't think it's him. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? There you go. More draconian rosaries? In every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hylanar's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Hylanar were heretics. At last we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Burgi. Tell her that House Fortem demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Okay, speak with Bridgie. I think I said Burgi. Because I can't read. Oh, speak of the devil, she's right there. I assume it's a she. Yeah. Well, isn't my child? Lord Archifant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over the Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. That's not helpful. It's okay if we kill an innocent man, because, you know, he'll go to heaven. No, that's not how it works. They've taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness! The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Kovar, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. See, we need excuses for characters to not be able to move because they're NPCs and they're stuck where they are. Okay, where are we going? We are going east. Which I believe I can get to this way? No, I cannot. I have to go up. I'm slowly but surely learning how to navigate this hell maze. It's really frustrating because it's deceptive. It looks simple. Ha-ha! I don't mind taking damage. Look at that. I'm gonna heal up real shortly. No time at all. Already done. Now, what is this? Coordinate. Hail, Kovar! As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us as a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Level sync to do. That means we got combat coming. Fight the corruption! Joachim Charlemagne Francel de Helenard. You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their drachen forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortem, I beseech you, stay your hand! Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Hoshafan. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Hoshafan has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. What do you want to bet it's him? He's the one doing it. He's the one planting them. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. Yeah, dude, he's got, what's his name? From Hunchback of Notre Dame written all over him. We must hold them until Lord Hoshafant arrives, Kovar, and remember no harm can come to the Inquisitor. I wish I could remember that dude's name. Okay. Seed plant. Yeah, that's his name. Okay. That's one down. Let's get this one first because he's at lower health. And then, last but not least, you. Suspect you're the main one. You've got unyielding in your name. You are doing damage at me, but not enough damage. There's Lord Hoshafant. Show up in the middle of battle. In the name of House Fortem, I demand that you lay down your arms! Guardian scum, today you shall answer for your sins. By this deed you do disgrace to your line, Lord Hoshafant. Trying to read the dialogue while I'm fighting is a little challenging, and be honest. Wyvern, but there were no reports of Dravanian activity. You call upon your allies to save you. At last your treachery is laid bare. I am confident that he's the one who is treacherous. Okay. Oops. No, I want to take this guy out. No. Crap. That one's gonna hit me. It's okay, that's okay. Don't you run away! Unyielding, yet ever fleeing. We've almost got you. Would it be easier if I took out the other guy? Maybe. That dragon is going to be a thorn on my side. Okay, pick up his rosary. I'm just ignoring the dragon. Okay. Duty complete! It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Halenot. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the fury, a draconian rosary? Then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the Wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Hoshafant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. So he's not actually one of them? I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Coerthas, Kovar. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. He's not the villain. He's just an idiot. Lord Haurchefant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halenart. Praise alone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Kovar. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Got it. My level is no longer synced. Now let's go back from whence we came. Around this corner. And this time we're going to use the correct entrance instead of jumping over a wall. What's down there? That is interesting. In a different game, I'd explore that right now, but not in this one. This reminds me of the theme Ganondorf plays on the organ in Ocarina of Time. In, right before you go to the last Ganondorf fight. Which is a remix of the just regular dungeon theme from Zelda 1. You look well, Kovar. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortam and House Halenart shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. I want my spaceship. Airship. Lord Haurchefant would like to introduce you to his witness. The man with knowledge of the Enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. See, while they're having their petty little squabbles, I'm here trying to save the whole freaking world. And nobody seems to care about that. Like, they don't fully understand that they're part of it. I'm stupid. I looked at the map wrong. I was going toward that instead of that. Guy literally right outside the door. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Coerthas several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the stone vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Haurchefant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Okay. Boing! Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise! I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare. I will write a letter to Lord Drillmont of White Brimfront and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Kovar. May Helone guide you. Okay, Francel is down south. We'll find him. We will find him. Shouldn't be that hard. He's just like right there. That was fun. See you next expansion. Yeah, that was kind of how I read that too. Like, okay. By a while, we mean definitely not for the rest of A Realm Reborn. But we're leaving the door open in case we want him to come back in the next one. There we are. Wonderful to see you again, Kova. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. Shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Helenart. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Oh, I have been dropping frames. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillemont. Nevertheless, I will write your letter. I'm dropping a lot of frames. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Helenart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred toward us, and towards you now as well. Alright. Yeah, no, I dropped a friggin' ton of frames for a while there. I was running at 2 megabits per second upload. This is after my internet was ostensibly upgraded. And by the way, the upgrade did not give me, let's see, northwest. Okay, that's going to be a bit of a trek. Did not give me symmetrical like the email said it would. Maybe it still needs activated, but the stability of my connection is no better than it ever was. Okay, yeah, I'm at freaking 8,200 dropped frames, which is insane. Okay, so we go through here. We're looking for the west exit. And my bit rate's not even that high, is the thing. I keep it low for exactly this reason, because in theory I can handle a high bit rate, but in practice I drop like crazy for no reason for extended periods sometimes. Anyway, we're getting there. This really is a bit of a trek. But that's okay. It's not a hard trek, just kind of a long one. Alright. Oh, I almost thought I would jump down there for a shortcut. I no longer think that. Maybe I'll get lucky and there's going to be a crystal in here that I can use. Okay. Here we are. We go in over the wall. Whoa! I come from the sky. There's no crystal in here. Good. Just like I hoped for. That actually, I've never had hot buttered rum, but that sounds really good right now. I'm just having an old-fashioned like always.
You desire an audience with Lord Drillemont, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so.
We got 2 letters.
What do we have here? Letters from Lords Harshafan and Francel, is it? I like it. Oh, you're serious. What to do? What to do?
I'm very serious. Is that muffling my voice or making it more echoey?
Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillmont's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present.
Well, that's probably ideal. That's what that would do.
In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to, Sir Arbois. Yes, Sir Arbois can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard.
It's just he's got that thing on his face, you know? Opposite side of the yard. I guess that'll be up here. And maybe in this door. Oh, upstairs. There's stairs. Go to the tent. Tent. This is Merchant and Mender. Merchant and Mender. Do any of these say Merchant and Mender? Am I stupid? I see 3 tents here. I guess I'll talk to these people. No. Next to Delivery Moogle. Delivery Moogle. Oh! There. Okay. Yes, I can purchase weapons. +2 on the Mithril Claws. Repair my gear. Oh. I didn't even though it said Mender, I didn't think about that was something I could do. How much do I want to spend? +2 for 6,100? I don't know about that. Well, that's literally the only thing I can use. Screw it, I'm not doing it. Is there like a back way? No. Thank you, Mixling. I had no idea about that, and I'm glad I learned. Okay. Now, I am still looking for Alboise. Alboise. Who I would think would be in here. Is there a 3rd story? Is there more stairs? Is there a basement? My navigation can't be that bad. Like, I'm literally on top of the icon right now, so that would imply it's straight upstairs and then right here, thereabouts. But it's not. What the hell? A different entrance. There's different entrances to here. Oh. I didn't even see this lower entrance. Now I feel stupid. Sir Bernadette bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he was mistaken. Lord Drillmont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgeon Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Cool. Cool. Now, all that time I spent up there, I still need to go up there. I'd be warmer with a corpse. Really, what are you guys talking about? I don't care. Now we go up to the top floor. Astidian. Are you here to visit a patient, sir? Kairujin. Okay, thank you. What's this? Letters of introduction from House Fortham and Eleanor? With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Godino. He should know Lord Dreamont's current whereabouts. This quest is everything wrong with A Realm Reborn. I'm gonna say it now. This is like everything that has ever been annoying about this game, all piled in a one. Good to know. Okay. What reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Dreamont is just up these stairs. That is a no, though. I would not expect much. House Durandera, as a whole, does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly, show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. They are? Okay, that's good to know. That's what it felt like. That's really what it felt like.
Sir Godino permitted your passage? Very well, speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself?
Oh no, okay. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Lord Dreamont, you know our name and you know our deeds. We are come to Querthas to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Nangarlond, who stands before you now.
Master Garland, you're alive, but that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in Whitebrim front but three mysterious strangers. Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and two Scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits, recently exterminated by the Empire. He's still giving me vibes of what's-his-name. Why can't I remember his name? I'm gonna look it up. Notre Dame villain. Frollo. Jean-Claude Frollo. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this mammoth farce. You three will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well.
It could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Kova, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Dreamont's trust. Understood? Okay, Band of Misfits is right. So where am I going then? Is it upstairs? I don't know. An arrow on the quest icon. It's pointing down. Arrow on the quest icon. Right on that? I don't see an arrow on it. I must be looking in the wrong place. Little carrot. Oh, when I hover over it. Okay, okay. When I hover over it. That, I didn't realize I had to have my mouse over it. We're looking for Emblem. No, we're not. That's a different quest that I'm not doing right now. House 4. You're the lad responsible for that commotion upstairs. Oh, word travels fast in Whiteburn Front. I used to wish to change Lord Dremor's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man of my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Win over the barracks and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever. Is that not meat? And the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. 'Twouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danifin Pass, and take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. Look, that's meat. That's meat. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about that. Oops. Now, where's that? That's south. Okay, we're going south. Tofurkey? Oh. Of course, why didn't I think of that? Okay, let's go back up, back out, using key items on targets. Enemy's target bar and selecting use key item. Target an enemy, click the key item icon found in the duty list. Okay. Should be right up here. Out of curiosity, Mix, how's my audio today? My mic audio specifically. And I'm asking you precisely because you are not an expert. And therefore, I can trust you. If you say, sounds fine to you, that's perfect. You don't notice anything wrong, probably don't notice anything different. That's what I'm hoping for. Destination perfect. Found a mud puppy. Gotta click that. There we go. So is that to say you noticed but just didn't think about it, or you didn't notice? Doesn't make a huge difference either way, but I'm curious. Didn't notice. Okay, thanks. That was the goal. You see, it's supposed to be the same, but I rebuilt it from the ground up, so I was worried it still might not be. Okay. Got the mud puppy. Oh, and I just auto-collect the meat. Cool. It should be a straight shot up. Pretty much back to where we were. In fact, an even straighter shot up in north than south, because we don't have to climb the, scale the mountain. We don't have to go through the door over there. We can use this little shortcut. Which I can only assume they knew full well about and maybe even did on purpose. Because this is much more convenient. Okay. And then back in there, these towers are all pretty much the same. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. It did! Oh dear. Remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here and above. You there, lad! Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. I love it. I love it. That's good dialogue. Yes! Yes! I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. This dude, I like him. I like his style. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this god's-forsaken waste. Is that a fresh-cooked steak? Halloween's blessings be upon you, my friend. Want puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Just one more remaining, still left to go. Hello, ignomortal. Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. You're a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. Done. Now let's go back downstairs. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working chirurgeons at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Sonota? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. Okay. I'm a delivery boy. A steak, steak, steak. Delivery boy, delivering steaks all over town. Delivering food all around. That song is copyrighted me. 2026. Hello! No. Sonota. There. Hello! Beg your pardon, sir, but I'm busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. One moment. Coming up. Is that... Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Do I want the raptor stew or the knight's bread? Determination, vitality, direct hit rate. Tenacity, vitality, skill speed. Oh, skill speed. Okay. We're done delivering steaks unless he gives me another steak to deliver. Wait a minute. Guess I'm going down here. No. Did I need to talk to her again? I needed to talk to her again. I'm stupid. It's not like I've ever needed to use food. 99% of this game is like trivially easy. Sid. Oh, I have to talk to Sid. Well, might I have a word with you, Kovar? It concerns the chirurgeons. Chirurgeon. It concerns the chirurgeons. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of the broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. Ow. I scratched my knee on my keyboard tray. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. More commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there's a way to alter their properties so they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Okay. Well, I guess I can slay some ice sprites. They're not too far out of the way. It's kind of a complete right angle from the quest so far. I'm not complaining. There's some combat in it, but it has nothing to do with what we were doing. Yeah, I was just seeing what it did. I wasn't in combat. I was going to save it for when it's actually going to be helpful. Oh, it's a 30-minute duration? Never mind. Okay. Ice Sprite. Baby Ice Sprite. Okay. Food gives you a small XP buff. I didn't know that. Or I used to know it and I forgot. I'm sure I learned it is a thing. Okay, this guy wants to make things hard for me. I don't give half a crap about this big guy. You know what? Screw it. We're going to take him out because this is getting in my way. My level is too high. Fine, I will level sync. Nope. Okay, actually, no, I'm going to fight this ice sprite because I found another ice sprite. Okay, level syncing and then doing the fight I was going to do anyway may not have been my smartest move, but it's what we're going with. You know, I could help them with the fate. And there's me dying! Wait. Let's see if this pays off. I really don't want to go back to Limsa Lominsa. I'm so glad I tried to do the fate. And there's no other players here. Okay. Yeah, well, I was trying to, but when you're targeting something, you can't move fast. Okay, okay, we can find it. Hellport, was that it? No. Coerthus. I'm going to Coerthus. Camp Dragonhead. I did learn something just now, though, that's going to make my life about 1,000 times easier. Try not to judge too hard. because I promise you're going to be like, wait, you didn't know that? I can press escape while I'm targeting an enemy to stop targeting them, and then I can run the other way more easily. I didn't know I could untarget while I had someone targeted. And then you do that stupid slow strafe, which is not helpful at all for exiting AoEs. Anyway, I know now. Can I just do this ice sprite instead? No, because even if... Look. If I do... Oops. If I do one attack... Now I'm strafing, and if I try to move forward and backward, it's slow. I'm not even attacking anymore. It's just real slow. Or I am attacking. He's still attacking the whole time. I need to do some investigation. That one counted. That one counted. Cool. User macros. That's not what I want. System configuration. Graphics settings. That's a stupid place to look. No. Actions. That would be there. What is this? Oh, that. System. Character configuration. Yeah. Target. Auto attack. How do I disable auto attack? Uncheck the top. Hello, Hillary Parker. How you doing? Is it the top one? We'll try it. Enable full auto target. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna start facing just random enemies while I figure this out. That was it. That was it. Holy crap, that is 1,000 times better. I don't need auto attack. My auto attack is stupid and barely does any damage anyway. This makes all the difference. Now that I've lost against that fate. I mean, dude's still here. I'm the only one, and I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna fight it on my freaking own. And now I know how to escape the AoE. Okay. The auto-aiming is a significant loss, but not as significant as not being able to escape AoEs. There we go. I don't know. Crap, and I still died. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. It's 2 deaths. I didn't know you could play Zelda music in this game. Oh no, this doesn't actually get me to other big crystals. I still have to do that on the map. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that it even had that feature. Worthless. Like, I didn't know you could, like, write your own music into the game, or input your own music into the game. I would have guessed that it's just like a selection of predefined songs. Clearly, I would have been wrong. Okay, we're gonna skip the fate, because by myself, even without the being hit by the giant AoE attack, I'm just not equipped to handle that on my own. It's okay, we've got 3 ice sprites. Ice sprite baby. We should be able... Yeah, this is a pretty easy trek. And that dude that kicked my ass is gone. I want it now. Don't care how, I want it now. Excuse me. I assume that's in character configuration. Filters? Closest range. Holy hell. That'll make a big difference too. So you were going to say line of sight, and that makes sense, but closest range is going to make such a big difference for me. The way I play. Okay. And we're ready to go with a, we got the things for you.
Have you obtained the cores? So please show them to me.
What an amazing device! But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen this like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder.
Worthy the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for whose generosity comes at cost.
Oh, fuck you.
Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic.
They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. I'm mad now!
Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francois' trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn.
He clearly does. I'm actually more and more beginning to believe that he is in fact the villain, and that the only reason he pretended not to be for a moment is because his hands were tied for that one scene.
Before we can persuade Lord Dremont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Coerthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrim Front. Share your findings with Alfinor in a square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there.
Maybe he can. Another thing to learn between quests. Press C. And if it's to do recommended gear, I already do that all the time. Profile? Oh, I have Bug Boy Kovar Lockhart. Gear has materia. No. Materia. Materia. On the bottom right of the screen are little icons for each gear piece. Green bubbles are normal, white bubbles have materia on them. Very bottom right. Oh, that. Oh. How do I do this then? Soul crystal isn't counted. Right click. I tried right clicking. None of this says anything about materia. Try on. No. So the white ones is ears, neck, right ring, and left ring. I think I haven't unlocked that yet. It's not there. Under search recipes using this material. That's material, though. Yeah, I'm guessing it's a thing I have to... I know I started doing something with materia, but I don't think I ever made a lot of progress toward that. Anyway, we're going to talk to Patrick. I don't know why I'm talking to Patrick, but I guess I am.
Under Inquisitor Guillaume's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice.
I can't do it. I don't do a good Patrick voice, and I can't do that voice that long.
They say he goes days without sleep. So great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly righteous man to protect us.
Okay. Oh, we're just questioning the people. Yeah. None of the rest of them are named Patrick. But maybe one of them is named Squidward. That'd be pretty cool. Are we in here? Yes. A side quest I need to do. Inquisitor Guillaume? Yes, of course, I know him. As I've not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front several moons ago. He just went upstairs in this building just now, walked right past you! My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day. I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. Blue instead of gold. Good to know. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveller, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, and I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end Inquisitor Gaim rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Okay. There's someone else in this building. Are we upstairs? No. Must be in a basement. There's only one person there before. Oh, it is you. Inquisitor Guillaume, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak. Unbeliever. We have learnt of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you! Oh, for crying out loud. We'll get there eventually. Once again, we are, in fact, getting the runaround. No, that's not what I wanted. That one. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Well, this has gone south real fast. Off and on. There we are. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I'd hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you've been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you have obtained, Kovar. I hope they will provide insight into Inquisitor Guillaume's motivations. Man, I really wish he was Chadley. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate. Yes, but the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in the White Rim front, I've seen no travellers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jolan is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behaviour that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Yeah, the Inquisitor's up to no good. What do you know? We kind of already figured that out. Where's the exit? It is this away. I'm not joining the Fate. I learned my lesson about that. There's the chasm. Is there a way down into it? Could jump. Don't really want to. But I definitely need to go down there. I saw something that looked like a potential chasm entrance before. I said I wasn't going to explore it at the time. to here?
Looks like I'm gonna have to jump!
Haha! If I can't die by fall damage, then I will just abuse fall damage. Looks like that probably wasn't the best way down here, but, you know, it was a way down here. Oh, what am I doing? Going back up. I'm gonna wait till my health is full, though, to do this. Okay. There we go. Ethereal energies. The enemy is still about. Okay, well, we'll fight these guys. Okay, on to the next one. Last one. And like many things in this game, it gets easier the farther I go because there's less enemies to worry about. Less is a word which here means fewer. Snow mound once again. Okay, I did a search. Now we That's not the real Inquisitor! Either that or it's a different Inquisitor. And we've murdered our kin. That's not great. Don't do that. I mean, that probably ought to go without saying. I'm beginning to think our fair Inquisitor is under the influence of a, what are they called? One of them summon guys. Okay. Hello, Alfino. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Gaim. Primal, thank you. Okay, so it is to the same one, not just a different one. Nearly come to Querthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Kovar, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. I want to get to the end of this. Since Lord Driamont has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim... Yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Ser Joilau with the evidence you have discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. This is not the game that usually makes me want to run overtime, but I really want to get to the bottom of this. Oh, you have returned! Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an impostor? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie? You're so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Prunilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. Yeah, I kind of figured that might end up being the case. Nope. It's outside. Prunilla. You! I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know naught of it, not at all. What? Do you doubt my words? Away with you! I will suffer your slander no more. And yet, the icon's still on you, so... Do I walk away? Cannot use yet. Oh, wait. / doubt. You know, don't you? Fury, take me, I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jolau gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy, but what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family. Secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Jolau and I would be spared, but if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jolau to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whitebrim Front, Inquisitor Guillaume was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillemont, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing, until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whitebrim Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire Locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Halinar, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone forgive me for not acting sooner. Okay, and now we're going to search southeast. This goes out, right? No, it does not. How do I get... Oh, this way. Die! This is southwest, but I think I can go around to the southeast. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Snow Mound! Now, what was in the box? I don't know. But we're going to go back in and we're going to talk to Drillemont, and he's going to be like, okay, fine, I believe you. But actually, no, he's not. He's not going to believe us at all. But we still got to do it. And I can take my chocobo up the stairs up to the tippity-toppity of this pure property. Hello, Drillemont. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. Well, there's draconian rosaries, of course. There'd better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic! Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Kovar, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Ooh, we got a +10s on that one. I'll do that one. And recommended gear, it's just going to change our shoes. But that's enough for now. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I will be back with more of this in a few weeks. Upcoming on Wednesday, we've got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on Saturday, Hollow Knight Monday, more Sonic X Shadow Generations. Until next time, I appreciate you all. I wish you all peace. Bye-bye.